making a video of these nuts that I've been picking for many years. My family's been picking, and this is the tree that it comes from. And not many people know about this kind of a tree and these kind of nuts, because this is downtown, and that's why I like this place, because it's not in the woods. I'm trying to show you the leaf that it looks like. And these are the nuts. I bring them over like this. I'll gather a bunch of them. You gotta kind of know what you're looking for, so you can find them. See, I'm kind of hiding in here, but I know what I'm looking for, because I've been picking these since I was a little girl, and open them up with my mother. And this is a bag of them. Okay, a big bag of them, but you can't see it all, so the bag's too wide. And these are all my little piles. Once I'm done cleaning them, I fish with my foot. I feel like I'm doing the public a service. These are all my little piles. And these ones. This one. This. I'm going to put them all in a pile like I show you. Show you what I do next. I step on them. Here, crunch, kind of like a garlic. And after, I like to use two hands, but open it up, throw it in the bag, and the green ones you can make a tincture with. You can make a tincture with the green ones, and it's supposedly really good. It gets rid of parasites, and it supposedly fights cancer. I never made the tincture before, but I got a few of the green ones that I found. As you can see, it's hard to find the green ones. I come here, I told you last week, the tree was full of leaves and full of nuts. 1 week later, and all this is already on the ground. I think it was the rain that knocked them all off the tree. When I first got here, I was kind of nervous to think that I would have missed all the nuts. And when you first get them, they're totally different than any nut you get in the store, because they're moist. Every nut you get in the store is kind of crunchy and dry, and they're moist. I like to open one up, but I can't. It's like it looks very similar to a walnut. I'm looking for some. Very similar to a walnut, and after I had them, oops, hard to pick them up. What I'm doing. Oops. After I had them for, I don't know, I had some that was almost a year old, and I was eating them, and I realized they're like the grocery stores nuts. You know, they had the same crispy like a walnut. You get it, you know, like a diamond walnut or any kind of walnut. And I said to myself, I never realized how old those nuts are that we're getting at the store until I ate one of these old. Because I've really never ate these old. I've always ate them up and had them, but I had so much in 1 year, and I've been so busy, I didn't end up using them all. So I finally had one of these as they were older, and the taste changed, the texture of them changed, and so this is what I'm doing now. I'm gonna put them here. Move it around. You'll find them. That's a nice thing to have. Free nuts. That's from the wild. That you know hasn't had any preservatives. And it's nothing like something that comes from nature. When it comes from nature, it's so potent. You know, this flavor, this is very strong. So the kids don't like it in everything, because some of the kids like it and some don't. It's a very strong flavor, and I think the flavor is strong because it's fresh. I think anything that's fresh has a a totally different taste than something that's older. See, you can feel it in your foot too. You look like this and they'll kind of roll under your foot. That's how you can find them. Yeah, I can feel them on my foot. Grab this one here. These. I'll tell you how I'm going to do these. I'm going to take these, put them by the wood stove, and I'm going to open them up good and wide. Because if you don't open them up wide, they're going to mildew. Because see how moist they are? They're moist. So all these got to dry, and it's got to describe it. It has like a, I don't know, fibers all around it, very moist fibers. I always say it's nice to have extra of anything, because when you got friends, it's always nice to share, right? You got extra to share. Like somebody comes to my house. I'll tell you something though. A lot of people don't like things that they're not used to, like fresh raw goat's milk, fresh raw cow's milk, fresh eggs. They want to know, can you eat that? And I say, yeah, you can eat it. Yeah, but it's not pasteurized, they'll say. And I say to them, how do you think they did it years ago? They didn't pasteurize it. And that's how they are with these nuts. I give these nuts to friends. They look at me like I'm gonna poison them. And then some people are happy, but most people, I can honestly say, don't want them. So, if somebody's gonna watch this video, it's probably somebody that knows the name of them and is watching for it. If I don't step on it good, it's hard to open. That's what I didn't step on good. And if I wasn't making a video, I'd do it with two hands and I'd be a lot faster. And I'd take them and clean off the sidewalk, be courteous to people. Just so no one's mad that you're taking the nuts. And so many people. This is a busy town. It's a small town, but it's a busy town, and so many people don't even know the food that they got around them. Here's a nice green one here. This is the one you make a tincture with. Right here. I'm trying to hold the phone. This is the one. I'm going to put this one aside because my sister, Marguerite, wants me to give her some. But the point is, I got to hurry up and give them to her because they'll turn these colors. Like I said, they're easy to find too when you step on them. You can feel that round ball right under your feet. Yep.
There's a bunch back there too if you want to grab some.
Thank you.
They're following my car all day.
Thank you.
So take as much as you want.
They're probably putting dents in your car. Thank you.
Sure.
She probably thinks I'm crazy talking to myself. Probably am crazy. So that's what we're doing. I'll dry these by the fireplace so I can, well, I should say the wood stove. I don't got a fireplace. I'll dry these by the wood stove. They won't mildew. And I'm going to keep, like, if anyone has down pillars and you try to wash them, they're hard to dry. So how you dry them is you keep fluffing them up. And that's how I'm going to do these. I'll keep fluffing them up because it's hard to get them to dry all the way through and they go through container. Oops. It's nice if you don't let the dirt get them. When you squish them, you just squish them a little bit. They say that you can make a dye with these too. That's how you make a strong dye. And you can see my hands. They are so hard to open. You ain't gonna open these easy. They really, really, you know what I would describe them as? Because I read about one of my favorite nuts is macadamia nut. And they say how hard it is to open a macadamia nut. And these things, I would bet, no different than a macadamia nut. They are literally, your hammer will bounce off of them. That's how hard it is to open these. Very hard to open. So I'll tell you what I've never done, what I always want to do is just sit one day and just peel them, open them and put them in a jar just like you would walnuts for whenever you want to cook with them. I never had time to do that. I always have something to do. And how I eat my two boys, and the girls will join in, but mostly the boys love them. And we'll eat them together. Either eat them outside on the ground or we'll eat them in the house at night. And not everyone likes the flavor. I told you it's a strong flavor. So it's been 13 minutes and I'm going to shut this off again. Let's see how many I'll get. I'll leave them, you know why? In case someone ever says, what do they look like? You could shove it in. I got most of them up. Then it's on the outside here. Do this one hand. It'd be a lot quicker if I had two hands. So, and then there, push this one, push that one. That's it. I hope I don't look ugly. There's a picture of me. I'm going to shut it off in 15 minutes. Alright, this one's for you, Merline.